They met on a Tuesday that neither of them expected to matter. Maya was late for work, balancing a paper cup of coffee and the weight of a life she was trying to rebuild. Daniel was early, as always, sitting by the window of a small bookstore cafe, pretending to read. He was quietly studying the world outside. When Maya's shoulder brushed his table and her coffee spilled across his open pages, she gasped in horror. Daniel laughed. It was a soft laugh, warm and unguarded, the kind that makes strangers feel forgiven. "Now it's abstract art," he said, lifting the dripping book. She insisted on buying him a new copy. He insisted it wasn't necessary. They compromised with coffee. Then another. Then a walk. By the time the sun slipped behind the buildings, Tuesday had become something sacred. Love did not arrive all at once. It crept in through shared glances and unfinished sentences. Through the way Daniel noticed when Maya was quiet and didn't demand explanations. Through the way Maya teased the seriousness out of him, teaching him to be spontaneous, to miss trains on purpose. They built rituals, Sunday pancakes, midnight drives, reading to each other when sleep wouldn't come. Daniel loved the way Maya hummed when she was nervous. Maya loved the way Daniel always reached for her hand before crossing the street, as if the world were something to be navigated together. For 2 years, they were certain they had found the forever people write poems about. But love, no matter how deep, does not silence fear. Daniel wanted stability, a house, predictability, roots that went deep into one city. Maya wanted motion. She had spent too long feeling stuck before him. She wanted to travel, to chase opportunities, in cities whose names tasted like possibility. At first, they told themselves they could want different things and still want each other. But slowly, conversations turned into negotiations. Negotiations into arguments. Arguments into long silences. Silences that stretched across the couch like invisible walls. "Why isn't this enough?" Daniel asked one night, his voice breaking. "It is," Maya whispered. "You are. I don't want to wake up one day and resent you for staying." He looked at her like she'd already left. The job offer came in spring. Across the country. A dream position, the kind you don't say no to without wondering what might have been. They sat on the floor of their apartment surrounded by half-packed boxers. The air felt fragile, like glass about to shatter. "I don't want to lose you," Daniel said. Maya's eyes filled, reflecting the version of them she had once believed would outlast everything. "You're not losing me," she said. "We're just changing." But they both knew change is another word for distance when either person is willing to bend far enough. They didn't fight that night. They didn't beg. They held each other like people trying to memorize the shape of a goodbye. At the airport, the world moved indifferently around them. Announcements echoed. Suitcases rolled. Time refused to pause. Daniel brushed a tear from her cheek. "I hope you find everything you're looking for," he said. "I hope you forgive me," she answered. When she walked toward the gate, she didn't look back. Daniel stayed until the plane disappeared into the clouds. Years later, they would sometimes think of each other in quiet moments. Maya, standing on a balcony in a city full of lights, would remember Sunday pancakes and wonder if love was supposed to feel like freedom or like home. Daniel, sitting by the same bookstore window where it all began, would watch strangers bump into tables and almost smile. They had loved each other honestly. They had just loved different futures more. And somewhere between who they were and who they wanted to become, their love had dissolved. Not in anger, not in betrayal, but in the soft, unbearable ache of letting go. Some loves end with slammed doors. Theirs ended with tears that no one saw, falling quietly into the spaces where the light used to be.